So, in your love relationship sector, what I'm feeling here with this spread is I feel like you definitely have somebody in mind. So, even though you're single, you have somebody in mind that you want to communicate with, that you want to make an offer to, that you want to express how you feel, and you want to express, to that person how they make you feel. And for those who are in coupled relationship as well, it's this is kind of like a reigniting of passion, coming together, spending a lot of time together, and being able to do things with each other that are very enjoyable, that are very amorous, that are very just reconnecting with somebody. What I have here is the Ace of Cups. And this is an outpouring of emotion, and it falls right on top of you. So I feel like you are expressing either your appreciation, your love, your level of commitment, your feelings, or even confessing to somebody, telling somebody how you feel, telling somebody from, the bottom of your heart what they mean to you. And in true Aries fashion, I feel like it happens very, very quickly. It happens very unexpectedly. And it happens in a way where it kind of caught the other person off guard. And it caught you off guard as well. So I feel like this is like something unexpected, and something that, as soon as it leaves your lips, you're just like, oh no, how are they going to react? So I feel like, it's like act first, reflect on it later. So this is kind of like that slip of the tongue. And when I said slip of the tongue, I feel like you might not verbally express it. You might just, for example, go up to them, grab them, and kiss them. You might just, it's like it's very action oriented because it's an Aries. You're the Aries person, so it could just be very. It's like catching you and the other person off guard. So the person that you're dealing with here, I have here the Princess of Swords. So this is like the Page of Swords. And this is somebody that is looking at their emails, looking at their text messages, looking at the messengers, looking at Skype, looking at, whatever method of communication there is. And I feel like there's somebody that is very communicative. So they might have all of these means of communication available to them at their disposal. And the way this person is, I feel like their energy comes in with the Nine of Wands, okay? And the Nine of Wands is somebody that has been through their fair share of bad relationships, bad endings. And so I feel like, there's something here about somebody having a good sense of humor, somebody that you can joke around with, play around with. The two of you have a lot of inside jokes. So you might be texting them, some funny anecdotes, some jokes on the internet, some memes, some whatever it is. And I feel like they're getting a good laugh out of it. And so you enjoy the communication with you and this person because it's very uncomplicated. And if they are an air sign, an Aquarius, a Gemini, or a Libra, I feel like the communication flows very naturally between the two of you. They're not judgmental. They say whatever's on their mind. They don't care about censoring themselves. And I feel like because they're like that, you feel very carefree in their presence. And I feel like there is such a friend vibe with this person. It's almost like, you guys are, if you're dating, you're also each other's best friend. You can share everything. You can share like down to the minute, boring details of your day, and they can, find a good laugh in it, or they can find ways to joke around with you and make it interesting. So I feel like you're dealing with somebody who might be very witty, very intelligent, very good with communication, but it seems like things are more on the friend zone rather than, or things have been on the friend zone, mainly because I feel like this is not somebody who's looking for love. This is somebody who's just like doing their own thing, enjoying their life, having a lot of communications from people from all walks of life coming to their door. And with the Nine of Wands, I feel like many of you are stuck in this state where where when I said state to the message I'm hearing is you might be in a different state. There might be long distance communication as well. And so that might be why things are not getting off the ground. And with this Nine of Wands energy, it's like you're juggling a lot of responsibilities. You're juggling a lot of things from your own life. And I also feel like the communication with this person really brings like a flutter to the pit of your stomach. It makes you feel good. It makes you feel like you're bridging the distance and the divide. And it also makes you feel like whatever you're dealing with, as long as they're communicating with you, they brighten up your day. And so this is the week where there might be, that outpouring of love and appreciation for the other person. And I'm seeing like things done unexpectedly. You might just like grab their hand, you might just kiss them, you might just do something that might feel a little bit like sudden and impulsive and out of character. Or you might shoot them an email telling them how you feel about them. You might shoot them a message telling them that, you really love them or you really want to be with them. And the way that they are handling this, I have the Magician and the Strength card. The Magician is somebody that uses magic. This is somebody that, has their fingers in many, many pies. So they're like the jack of all trades. They're the ones that are, they know a lot of things about a lot of things. And I have a feeling the person knows that you like them and the person knows that you care about them. They know how you feel about them because the communication, and honestly, Aries, when you like somebody, it's really hard for you to contain it. It's hard for you to hide it as well. You want the world to know. And so I feel like this person, this is not news to them. It's just catching you off guard, mainly because of the strength and the depth of your emotions. And I feel almost like the other person is just not ready, okay? They might be as well dealing with another relationship, or they might themselves be at a point in their life where they're trying to make things happen in their own lives, trying to get their career sorted out. So it seems like they've got a gazillion things that are really occupying their mind, and they're not really ready to express, or reciprocate, or even express, or even respond to your messages. Not that they're not going to, because what's coming up next here is the Strength card. And the Strength card greatly deals with sort of like you have a bad day, you shoot somebody some messages, and then it just sits there, and you start to worry, you start to panic, like, oh no, are they, how are they viewing me? How are they feeling in light of these messages that I brought, that I sent them? Or in light of this news that I revealed to them. And I feel like they're taking care of their responsibilities first before they can come back and handle this situation. So this is a card greatly about flirtation. It's about two people that might be very different from each other. One is a little bit, more on the animalistic side. And I feel like this is more your energy, where you are, when you feel something, you succumb to your carnal desires. And I feel like the other person wants to wait things out. So you might have somebody that you're newly dating and you're really pressing to get physical with them, for example. And they're like, no, it's not yet the time. It's not yet the time. So I feel like they're kind of pushing you away, or they're saying yes, but not right now. And I feel like this is the week where it happens, because the Strength card, once again, it is seduction. It is about two people coming together and having great attraction for one another. But somebody feels like we need to be patient. We need to wait a little bit. And so there is here a major outpouring of love. But I also feel like the timing, it might be good for you timing wise, but they might not be ready. But either way, I feel like there's a lot of attraction. There's a lot of attraction. And I feel it really coming from your end, where you're looking for somebody that, not only you're attracted to and you can get release with, but you're looking for more of a soulful connection with another person, and you found somebody like that. coupled people, definitely a great week to spend with your loved ones, with your significant other, to kind of re-inject passion into the relationship and allow it to, just it's like growing without pretenses. A major expression of love coming in here from you to your partner. And I also feel as well there's going to be some really really good things happening even for those who are single. You're going to be feeling really attracted to somebody, and this person, I feel like they communicate really well. They're a great orator. They might have a way with words. They might speak multiple languages. There's something about them that makes them very appealing. Like if their energy shows up as the Page of Swords and the Magician, I feel as if they really sweep you off your feet and you're quite impressed by this person. So there's something here about age. So I feel like, with the Strength card and the Page of Swords, they might be significantly younger. You might be significantly younger than them. But I feel like biologically, the two of you might have that age gap. But mentally and emotionally, you don't. Mentally and emotionally, you're on the same page. You're just different from each other. So I feel despite somebody being a lot younger, they're old and wise, and they have a lot of wisdom, and they can carry on a conversation. So I feel like conversation would is really good and very appealing with this person. Moving on to other areas of your life, I feel as if there might have been a plan, some type of a travel that you're planning, and then it was put on the back burner. And this is the week where it starts to come up again. I have two travel cards. The Eight of Wands, long distance travel. This is what I would call like, it could be overseas, but not usually. It's like continental US, or taking a trip that's like, not across the world. So this is like travel, making plans to see somebody, making plans to meet up, making plans to come visit, or, they come visit you. This is usually air travel, so it's a significant distance. I feel like it was put on the back burner. You were waiting for somebody to kind of make a move, or to give you the green light, or to tell you, let's do it. And I feel like it was something that you were counting on for quite some time, and for whatever reason, it was stalled. Okay, we do have some. If you're in the, especially around along the East Coast, we do have the storms. So, just be careful about that. I feel like whatever was delayed, if it's to inclement weather, it's actually picking up again. So this is the week where, the travel delays will start to clear up and things will be okay. And if you are dealing with another fire sign, Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo, I feel like the communication is going to start flowing and the travel is going to happen. If you're dealing with another Aquarius, with an Aquarius, I feel as if they're trying to make some major moves in their lives, and they're saying like, let's just hold off on it a little bit. I have some other things I need to take care of, which also echoes this same energy. It's like, wait a minute, I have some things I need to do. I have other things that I have to take care of before I can get this off the ground. So I feel like you're mustering up the courage to make things happen in your own life, and you're kind of waiting on them to kind of be on the same page as you. You're waiting on people to be on the same page as you. And with this Star card, related to, the Queen of Wands, which is what I usually think of like the Mother card, there might be some news, some health, good news regarding health associated with your mother, or some news regarding her health that she's going to be sharing with you. Okay, so all three of these cards echo the same theme for me. And I feel like the fact that they're related, it's like overcoming some trial and tribulations regarding health, overcoming some diagnoses and things like that. And I feel like, if you have stalled travel plans, this is the week where it starts to speed up. And I feel like if you were contemplating, for example, air travel, you might be wanting to travel by land, or you might get a lot of communication and news about somebody who's making a big trip by land, okay, like a road trip or something like that, or even invitations for you to go on a road trip. Okay, so on the mundane level, I feel like it's not super like exciting. But with these three cards, the Death card, the Star card, and the Chariot, I feel like it's a really, really big week overall for plans to move ahead. Whatever was stalled is moving up on ahead, and it's moving ahead in very, quick, rapid succession. This is like one thing after another, and all of these are very positive cards. So I feel as if, for those of you who are doing exams, for example, this is a yes card and this is a major victory. So, acing an exam with flying colors. And then for others of you, I feel greatly about overcoming some major obstacles, some major hurdles, some major trials and tribulations regarding getting a proper diagnosis or getting cured or getting some major breakthroughs in the health department. And then on the last interpretation of this, what I'm hearing overall is, things moving along the way that you anticipated. So you might have, snippets and intuition about how things are going to progress. And this is the week where everything moves along exactly the way that you had envisioned. So it's going to be a very smooth week. It's going to be a very major week where there are a lot of breakthroughs, but I feel like the major arcana dictates the energy, but it doesn't give me details into the little all the nuances as to what's happening. I do feel health. I do feel victory overall in the exam department for students. And I especially see being able, there's an element here, being able to go home for the holidays or things like that. Okay. So I wish you all the best. Take care of yourself, Aries. And I hope the reading is helpful for you.